see you coming, but yeah, let's get started. So in this short PowerPoint presentation, I will show you how to operate a nuclear reactor. Follow closely because I'm not gonna repeat twice. And yeah, let's get started. Chapter 1, Control Rods. Control rods are your main way of controlling the reactor. You can either raise them or lower them in the reactor, and since they're made of a material that reduces reactivity, the more of them you have, the lower the pressure. And the opposite is true too. If, for example, you want to raise the pressure, you'll want to remove control rods. You can do so with the control rods control panel that you can find in the control room of the power plant. The panel has 4 main buttons, 2 of them to decide how many control rods you want to move, and the other 2 to decide if you either want to raise them or lower them. Now, time for Chapter 2, the water cycle. This cycle comprehends a lot of different devices like the turbines, water pumps and coolant pumps. Now, let's start with the easiest machine to explain, the coolant pumps. You're going to find these in a small building outside the main power plant, where you'll find a computer to increase or decrease the percentage of coolant in the water. And of course, the more coolant, the lower the pressure. Now, let's talk about turbines and water pumps. These are a bit more complicated to explain because, well, first of all, you cannot have more water pumps running than turbines that are connected. So the number of water pumps running and turbines that are connected should always be the same. In the event that this is not true, the excess water pumps and excess turbines will be automatically disengaged, and an alarm will start going off in the control room. Another thing about the water cycle is that if you pump too much water in the reactor when it's still at a low power, you will stabilize it too much and you'll have trouble raising the pressure. So when the reactor is at a low power, just have 1 water pump running, not 2. Also, speaking about stabilizing too much the reactor, let's talk about the hidden variables. There are 2 main hidden variables, reactivity and stability. Reactivity will raise if you remove too many control rods, and when reactivity is high, you'll have trouble keeping the pressure low. Then there is stability, which decreases when you operate the reactor at unsafe pressures, and when stability is low, the pressure will shift faster. Then, last but not least, we have the uranium, which decays over time, and you'll have to change every once in a while. And to do so, you'll have to align the refueling pod in the reactor building, and then when it's aligned, just press the button. That was a lot to explain, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add now, so you can go ahead and go to the power plant. Just don't blow it up because it costed a lot to build, and I don't want to face another lawsuit for radioactive contamination. So do your best and not blow